Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sade, also known as Expat at a Budget, and in today's video we are going to be working on my August budget. So to start off, I went ahead and did this off camera. I just went ahead and put all my expenses down at the month at a glance page, just so that I can kind of see the big picture overview and kind of see what expenses I have coming up and when they're due in relations to my paydays. And then I also put a cute little quote here that I saw from the Planning Home Girl on Instagram, and it just says, note to self, you've got to find the balance between having fun and having funds. Sometimes you gotta miss out to stock up. And I really liked that quote because I am in a kind of a season of saving, as I have different cost savings due to me working from home. So let's get started. So I will be using some stickers here from Erin Condren and various other sticker shops. I'll go ahead and link the sticker shops down below in case you're interested. So to start off, I always use the Erin Condren sticker sheets, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this down here at the top. So how was your guys' July budgets? Like, did you guys stick to your budget? Did you come under budget? Did you meet any of your savings or financial goals? Let me know in the comments below how you guys did with your July budgets. I'm really interested in seeing how other people do with their budgets. So I'm gonna start off here by putting my pay down. So there are 2 pay periods in the month of August for me. So pay 1, pay 2, and then I'm gonna put total. I just don't put my pays down on the internet, but you know, like I always say, to each his own, it's personal finance. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna list my utilities. So the first thing that I have for this month is Union Gas. And my utility companies are pretty quick in getting me my totals for the next month. So I always have these totals by the time I film these budget videos for you guys. So they're exact totals. So it's $38.97 for gas. And then Electra, which is our electricity or hydro, that came out to $96.39. That's a little higher than what I would ideally want, but it's just because, like I said before, we're working from home. It's been really hot where I live, and so we've been running the air conditioner more than normal. And then TV, we have IPTV, so that is $25 a month. And then internet is going to be $57.61. So then the next thing that I have that I'm gonna put down are like my monthly expenses, and these are things that are kind of variable. So they change every month. It just kind of depends on what we have going on during the month and how many days there are in a month. So the first thing I'm gonna put is tithing. So I always say, I give to God first. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So this month I'm gonna do $254. I don't give like a percentage per se. I know that a lot of people give like 10% of maybe their net or their gross. I just do a certain amount because I also put some money aside every month in my giving sinking fund. So a lot of times at my church, we have like different initiatives or different fundraising projects. Like I know coming up we have Tea at Tea, which is turkey at Thanksgiving. So they ask people if they want to donate money so that we can purchase turkey. So I just, like I said, I budget a certain amount here, and then I also put a certain amount in my sinking fund. So my car insurance, it went down compared to last month. And so it is $143.29. Now, this is car insurance for 2 cars. We have 2 vehicles, my car and my husband's car. So it's $143.29 for 2 cars per month. Then the next thing I'm gonna list here is my Visa payments. Again, I'm consumer debt free. I don't have any credit card debt or anything. The only debt that I have is student loan debts. And so I still budget about $150 to $200 every month just to ensure that I can cover all the costs that I incur on my credit card, and I use my credit card for the cashback reward. So that's the only reason why. And I use them for expenses that I would already be charging, such as gas, food, or things for my son. So, and then the next thing I'm going to list here is my contributions. And this is retirement contributions. So $170. Now, my employer, just off the rip, takes 11.9% from my salary and puts it into a retirement savings fund. And my employer has a 1-to-1 match. So for every dollar that I put into my retirement, they will match me and put another dollar. So like I said, they automatically take 11.9%. That's non-negotiable. That's something that was in my contract when I signed on with the employer. But then I also have a separate savings account or a separate retirement account that I put $170 into every month. So $170 plus the 11.9% that my employer puts in, and then their 1-to-1 match. Then I'm going to put down my student loans. So my interest has changed on some of my student loans. The interest has actually decreased. So I'm very thankful for that. It allows me to put more towards the principal. And I'm still using my $1,200 stimulus check, the first stimulus check that we received, to pay this, but I'm still gonna list it again because I'm actively working on paying these down. So it's $93.35. It was about $102, $103, so that's actually gone down. And then Oregon State University here, so OSU. Again, I'm not taking any money from this pay period to put into, to make these payments. So this one is $30. And then First Mark is going to be $92.76. You guys, I cannot wait until I'm done paying off my student loans. This extra money, and these are like in US dollars, obviously, these funds can be allocated elsewhere, such as retirement or different saving goals that we have. So I'm really, really excited. The next thing is the cell phone, and this is just one cell phone. This is my cell phone. And so it is $50.85. It's the same thing every month unless I want to go over data or anything like that, but I never go over my data. The next thing I'm gonna list is gym. And so if you remember last month, I budgeted for this, but I wasn't sure if my gym was actually gonna be open. And my gym opened last Friday, and I am so beyond happy. Feels so good to get back into the gym and work out after being home for, I think it's 4 months now. So it felt really good to be back in the gym. So my gym membership, now that we're open, is $46.99. So again, I'm really happy to have this open again. And then the next thing is the account maintenance. I have a love-hate relationship with this line item here. I hate paying somebody to hold my money. It just really annoys me. So $15.95. So the next items that I'm going to list here are my cash envelopes. So these are things that I would typically either go to the bank and withdraw the cash and then pay in cash. I have been tracking these in the Dave Ramsey Every Dollar budget because we're still in the pandemic, and I don't feel comfortable handling cash right now. So I still actively monitor these categories, and I track them in the Every Dollar app. And the Every Dollar app, there is a free version, and that is the version that I use. So the first category is my son, and so he gets $120 every month. And this category consists of things like haircuts, snacks, clothing. Like I said, they will be going back to school in fall, so this would include all of the back to school supplies and so forth. We only have one child right now, so it's fairly cheap and inexpensive for us. The next thing is food. Last month we did way better than previous months in the food category. So I budget $400 for food, and that's for 3 people, 2 adults and 1 child. And last month we stayed under budget, so yay, that's a win for us. I'm really happy. We've been going over the last 2 months, so May and June, and I've been tracking the expenses, like I said, in every dollar. I just log every single expense, and we have been going over, and so I found some ways to kind of cut back on things. I think my issue is that I'm making too many trips to the grocery store. So if I do one trip to the grocery store, I make a list, I meal plan, I find that I'm less inclined to pick up snacks and other things that can kind of be budget busters. So savings on that. The next thing is household. And so for this, we are going to budget $100. Now, that includes things like toilet paper, laundry soap, like anything that pertains to the household, it falls into that category. And then the next thing is fuel. I'm gonna keep this at $40, which is at what I budgeted last month. Last month I spent $35, so then the extra $5 I threw it at a student loan debt. Every little bit counts. And I'm gonna keep that because that seems to be kind of where we're at. We're not traveling, we're not going anywhere. So I'm gonna leave it as such. So then the total is, I'm gonna total up all of these categories. So the total for these expenses, which are the utilities, is $217.97. And then the total for these kind of variable expenses is going to be $881.08. And then the total for the cash envelopes comes out to $660. Pretty happy with that. So now on this side, I would typically list my miscellaneous expenses, but this month I actually don't have any miscellaneous expenses. There's nothing coming up that needs like a separate line item. And I wanted to show you guys how I track my miscellaneous expenses. So I have this calendar, and it's kind of like an at a glance calendar of the whole year, January 2020 to December 2020. And at the beginning of the year, I go ahead and I fill in this calendar with all the dates that I know about ahead of time. So things such as birthdays, Skype memberships, my card tag renewals, my pharmacy license, driver's license renewals, when we put in all that money that I've been saving for my son's RESP, his college 529 plan, my Costco membership, Ring doorbell memberships, any kind of membership, any kind of expense that I know is going to happen, I set up what's called a sinking fund. Again, I follow the Dave Ramsey plan, and you can kind of figure out what sinking funds are if you Google Dave Ramsey. And so I set those up. I have a little key down here with some transparent dots that lets me know what each of these colors represents. If you don't want to purchase these transparent dots that I got from Chrissy Ann's Designs, you can actually just use a simple highlighter, and that's what I've done here. And I just highlight the dates that are of importance. So very simple, quick overview. I reference this every single month, and I can see what I have coming up. The month of July, I didn't really have anything. The month of August, I know that I have my son's birthday and so forth. And this really helps me in planning ahead and budgeting ahead, because again, these are not surprises. I know that these expenses will be happening and when they will be happening, and I can budget accordingly. So we'll go back here. Like I said, I don't have any expenses coming up for the month of the month of August. So I am gonna put down, I think, let me check this sticker book. So this is Always a Reason and Season to Celebrate monthly sticker book from Erin Condren. And so she has fun stickers for every single month. And I just want to check it out and see if there's any that I wanna use from here. So I don't think I'm gonna use any from here, but I will use this one from, again, Erin Condren. I will have a referral link down below so that if it's your first time purchasing from Erin Condren, you can go ahead and save on your first order. If you have purchased from Erin Condren before, I will go ahead and put an affiliate link down below. It helps support me and my channel with no additional cost to you if you use that link. So I am gonna go ahead and use my nifty tweezers here because I can just, for the life of me, never line them up accurately. You know what, I'm gonna put it here and pray that that is like lined up. Looks pretty good to me. So then I'm gonna list my sinking funds down here in this column. So I'm gonna label this as sinking funds. Sinking funds have been a game changer for me and my family. And like I've mentioned before, I know when these expenses are hitting, and so they're not a surprise, and so I can budget accordingly. So the first thing is my son's birthday. And so his birthday is this month. And so we want to get him like a small cake, and we're just going to have the cousins over, and then just have a fun time there. So I'm going to budget $300, and that $300 is going to be for like cake and foods and whatever else we decide to get, maybe some drinks and stuff. The next item I'm going to budget for here in my sinking funds is bulk food. And I've explained this before, but we like to purchase items such as tomatoes and like bell peppers in bulk from the farmer's market. And so they have just come into season. So I went to the farmer's market and spoke with my person, and I have purchased some. So I actually took some out of my sinking funds, but everything that I wanted isn't in season quite yet from the farm. So I need to put another $150 in there, and I will check back with the farmer's market maybe towards the end of, she told me to check back at the end of the month. So I'll check back maybe the last week of August. And the next thing is my son's RESP, which is equivalent to the college 529 savings plan. So I'm gonna put an additional $150 in there. So every month we do receive what's called a child's tax credit from the government for our child. It's about, I think, like $250 to something. And then I also put an additional $150. So about every month we put $450 into our son's college savings plan. We are really big on generational wealth. And so while we're trying to pay off our debt, we also want to give our son a head start when it's time for him to go to college or university. And so we believe that even if he doesn't have any college debt and that's all we save for him, his college tuition, by the time he graduates, his first paycheck is his. So hopefully we can instill savings and being good stewards of his finances for him, and he can go ahead and build generational wealth for his family. So again, $150 for his RESP. So I'm gonna do a little bit of decorating here. I'm gonna go ahead and put, again, another sticker from the sticker sheet, and I think I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna put it, normally I put it down here, but I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna put this here. And I have a sticker from Bookish Planning with savings on it, and I think I'm gonna put that here. I'm all about trying new things, making my budget pretty so that I can be inclined to look at it every single month. So we have savings here, and I'm wondering if I want to put any other stickers on here. I think I'm not gonna put anything there. Okay, so I'm gonna take these little washi strips. I love these strips. These strips are like so versatile. And I'm just gonna use it here. And I'm gonna use my slice. I got this again at Michael's. Never pay full price at Michael's, folks. Just FYI, they always have coupons and sales, and so I used a Michael's coupon that you can just pull up on their app or their website and save there. And then I think I'm gonna actually denote it here as well. And I'm just gonna do this here. Okay, and I save these little strips because no stickers wasted over here. I use these in my weekly spreads kind of to denote blocks of times. Or if I ever needed to do this again, I actually just kind of put these together and make one long strip. So we use all the stickers over here. No stickers are wasted here. And then this is gonna leave me with about $150 additional savings. So I save the 11.9% from my salary plus 170 plus the 150. So that's about $500 plus every month. This normally is a little bit larger. Last month I saved over $500 and put that into savings, but because we have the birthday party, that's kind of where that's coming from. And I want to put these little cash envelope stickers. I love these. These cash envelope stickers from Libby & Co. I'll put this like right here. So yeah. Okay guys, so this is my budget for August. It's pretty straightforward. I don't really have any crazy expenses this month except for my son's birthday. We are doing a lot of DIY for the birthday, like in terms of decor. And so maybe next month I'll be able to like insert a picture into the video and kind of show you guys how I was able to DIY the birthday decor on a budget. I'm using a lot of things from Dollar Tree, so we'll see how that goes. Let me know in the description box, do you guys have your guys' August budget ready? What expenses do you guys have coming up? How are you guys doing with your yearly financial goals? I'm always interested to see how you guys are doing. I want to cheer you guys on. You guys have been such a big support for me on my channel here on Instagram and YouTube. Again, I hope that you guys have a wonderful month, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.